Keir Starmer thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to give unemployed obese people a buttload of weight loss jabs. The only problem is, it seems that they're giving people pancreatitis. Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing something very close to my heart, the issue of pancreatitis, and it's now being linked to weight loss jabs that Keir Starmer wants to force, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, on unemployed obese people to try and get them back into work. Now, stay tuned in this video because later on I'm going to explain why this issue is extremely personal to me. Before we jump into all of that, though, of course, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. And as a disclaimer, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone or particular group, religion, etc. So let's jump into it first and foremost with this. So last year, back in October, Keir Starmer made the proposal to give weight loss jabs to the unemployed living with obesity to try and get them back into work and ultimately, of course, off the benefits. Here, the article from BBC says that Keir acknowledged that more money was needed for the NHS and the government also needed to think differently to ease pressure on the health system. His comments came after Health Secretary Wes Streeting said that the jabs could be given to help people get back into work. Some injections are already prescribed on the NHS for the treatment of obesity and also for people with diabetes. Now, Keir told the BBC that the jabs would be very helpful to people who want and need to lose weight, saying the drug is very important for our NHS because we need more money for the NHS, but we've also got to think differently. Now, Wes Streeting suggested that the medicines could actually be life-changing for individuals, saying in an opinion piece for The Telegraph, widening waistbands are also placing significant burden on our health service. The long-term benefits of these drugs could be monumental in our approach to tackling obesity. And like clockwork, a couple of days ago, it was announced that weight loss jabs were now being rolled out to patients via the NHS, saying thousands of people in England will be able to access weight loss jabs via their GP from Monday for the first time. The mass rollout on the NHS means family doctors will be allowed to prescribe the drugs for the first time. About 220,000 people with the greatest need are expected to receive Mounjaro, also known as tirzepatide, probably butchered that, and made by Eli Lilly on the NHS over the next 3 years. Now, before we find out how pancreatitis enters the conversation and why this is extremely personal to me, and this is one of the most important videos I'm ever going to make, just a quick word from today's sponsor, Only Gentlemen. Do you want big, massive ass wipes that make you feel fresh if you're experiencing ickiness in the hot weather? Or do you want to feel cleaner after doing your toilet business? You may even want big massive ass wipes that help take off your makeup like I use them for because they are fragrance free, so they don't make me break out. Well, look no further. Head on over to onlygentlemanwipes.co.uk and use code GENTS, GENTS, for 5% off your first order. And let's support a fantastic British-made product owned by a British family. Now, back to these weight loss jabs, because they're now causing people to suffer from a life-threatening side effect: pancreatitis attacks. Now, we have here the new figures for the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, the MHRA, showing that the group of drugs that includes Mounjaro, Wegovy and Ozempic could actually be associated with inflammation of the pancreas, which is pancreatitis. Now, according to this agency, there have been 181 reported cases of acute or chronic pancreatitis linked to Mounjaro, with 5 deaths. Wegovy and Ozempic have been linked with 113 reports of pancreatitis and 1 death. Now, other less widely used versions of so-called GLP-1 drugs have also been linked to cases and deaths. There's no evidence that the drugs directly cause the deaths, and the evidence isn't strong enough for the MHRA, at the moment that is, to restrict the access. That's because pancreatitis also occurs in people who aren't taking these weight loss jabs in the first place, with about 560 cases for every 1 million people in the general population. Generally speaking, though, gallstones and alcohol are the biggest causes. Now, we have right here Professor Matt Brown, Chief Scientific Officer of Genomics England, saying, quote, GLP-1 medicines like Ozempic and Wegovy have been making headlines, but like all medicines, there can be a risk of serious side effects. We believe there's real potential to minimize these, with many adverse reactions having a genetic cause. This next step in our partnership with the MHRA will generate data and evidence for safer and more effective treatment through more personalized approaches to prescription. Now, this story is absolutely personal for me. Because for those that don't know, I've been completely open about it, as always. I actually suffer from a form of pancreatitis. Get ready for this one. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's idiopathic, acute, recurrent pancreatitis. Now, generally with pancreatitis, the main causes are either alcohol or gallstones, as the article said earlier on, right? However, with me, I'm in a rare category where they don't know the cause. My pancreas just likes to get inflamed and try and kill me with as much pain as possible, right? So, because they just don't know the cause as to why my pancreas likes to do that from time to time, I just have to live with it. And it's all about pain management at this point. So I have a spinal cord stimulator installed inside of me that deals with the majority of the attacks. But when that sometimes doesn't work, I have to take morphine. It is that bad. So believe me when I say, I would not wish pancreatitis on my worst enemy. Full stop, end of. The pain is that bad, I just want it all to end. Like, seriously, I just want someone to literally put me out of my misery. It is a life-threatening disease. Luckily for me, even after all the scary complications that I've had to deal with, I am still here. Problem is, going around full circle, you've got two-tier Keir Starmer, thinking it's the best idea in the whole freaking world, right, to put the unemployed that are in the obese category on these weight loss jabs to, of course, lose weight so that they can get back into work, so that the government can save on the benefits, this, that, and the other. He thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to do that, when there's now a potential link to these weight loss jabs causing pancreatitis in people. Again, that disease is no freaking joke. Believe me when I say, I scream the freaking house down and then some when an attack comes on for me. It's absolutely insane. And the majority of the attacks, the only way that I can describe them is it's like a ring of pain. So at the top right here, at the top of my abdomen, in that sense, it's like it's really sharp. And the pain comes in waves. And then right behind, okay, at my back, it's like it's on fire. It's like it's burning. Now, the doctors and nurses, they told me that that's called referred pain, the bit that I feel in the back. They tried to explain how referred pain works and why I get pain in an area of my body that's not the actual problem in the first place. But to be fair, I didn't get it. I still don't get it. It just is what it is. But this is the thing. That pain, those attacks, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. However, because now there's a potential link between these weight loss jabs and pancreatitis. Keir Starmer thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to get the unemployed obese on these weight loss jabs, where they're open potentially to another complication, another potentially deadly and very, very dangerous complication: pancreatitis. This is why, in my head, the way I'm looking at it is this. If Keir Starmer still thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to give the unemployed obese people a buttload of weight loss jabs, right? To me, ultimately, it's all pointing towards one thing. They're potentially giving those people pancreatitis. And for me, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, as many people as possible in the UK that are obese need to know this right now. Need to know this right now. These weight loss jabs come with a potential mofo freaking warning. Take them at your freaking own risk. Because regardless of the complications that are already set with these weight loss jabs, for me, you've got the ultimate complication potentially with these jabs, and it's pancreatitis. I cannot overstate enough how dangerous, how absolutely damn bad and awful and just such a nightmare scenario it is to have to suffer from pancreatitis attack in the first place. I have an attack. I want to freaking die. I want the pain to end. The attacks are that bad. And so, yeah, this is one of the most important videos and one of the most personal videos I'm ever going to be making on this channel. And I don't know how many of you guys are actually going to be watching this video, in all honesty. But for those that are watching and you've got to this point, firstly, thank you. And secondly, please do me a favour. I never directly ask of this, but please share this video out, because people need to be warned about these weight loss jabs and the potential link to pancreatitis. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe here at Political Nerds. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Now that you know that these weight loss jabs are potentially linked to pancreatitis, if you were tempted, have you now changed your mind maybe on taking these weight loss jabs, or would you still go for it? Either way, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.